This is a pre-recorded video to provide instruction and information on how to use Teams in the event of a school closure. It's very important to remember that should the school close, you will still be expected to follow your full timetable as normal at the same times as your lessons would occur if they were as normal in school. So it's very important to get up and to be ready for them. To stream the lessons and also to turn in the work that's expected of you, we'll be using Teams. So I'm going to give you a walkthrough on what to do in terms of accessing the lessons and also providing the work for your teachers. So the first thing is to use your browser to access 365. Just going to put that in there. That'll take you to the login page. And here you need to enter your St. Aidan's Catholic Academy email address, not a private address. So you can see there I've set up a test one. I'm just going to press sign in. And it takes me to the St. Aidan's landing page. Same thing there, email address in, and then your password. Okay, so that's taken me into my Office 365. Here I have a number of apps that you can see on the left hand side. All of the apps I need to do the work. So I have Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook for my emails, and very importantly at the bottom here, Teams. So you can see I've hovered over that. Teams comes up, it has a T on it there. So I'm just going to click into that. It's likely that you'll be given this option, and the choice is to use the web app. Okay, so that takes me into my Teams area. This is a test area. You'll have a lot more Teams than this because all of your classes will be in here, but each of these icons represents a class. Down the left hand side you can see a number of icons, so activity, chat, Teams, assignments, etc. Activity will be highlighted like this if something's been uploaded, a file. For example, your teacher might put a video in or some lesson resources. Chat signifies that something's been entered into the posts area, which I'll show you soon. And importantly here, you can see in assignments, there's a highlighted dot. That tells you that you do have an assignment to complete. So we're just going to go into the test team. This would be a class. And the first area we see is posts. This is where you can receive and ask for feedback. It's very important that this is appropriate and relevant to the subject. If you were to ask for some feedback or ask a question, or your teacher was to give some feedback to the whole group or some instruction, we use this new conversation tab here. So I'll just press that and you can see a bar appears where you can type in what it is that you want to ask. So I'll just put a test in, and then I'll press to the right hand side the send button. So that posts it onto the forum. So again, really important that we're sensible about the use of that. The next tab is files. So if I click into files, you'll see that this is where your teacher can upload lesson resources, videos, etc. So I put some test ones in. Language paper here for English literature, and also English literature paper here. The tab to the right, assignments, this is where you can find the work that you have to do. So we'll click into there. And you can see that you have been assigned a task. This is a test task that I've put in. It says English and it's due on the 29th of October. So when you see something like that in your Teams area, click into there and then you'll see the task. So you have the instructions. In this case, read the text, answer question 3, and then you have the text here and the materials that you need to work on. When you've completed the task, you have below that the add work tab here. Okay, so we'll just click into there. At this point you're given the opportunity to upload the tab from wherever it is you've saved it. So it could be in the documents that you've used on here in OneDrive, or from the device you're using itself, a laptop for example. I'm just going to click into the upload from this device, and what that'll do is bring up my files, my documents on this PC. So there they are. So I'm just going to choose a random one, which is a letter that I wrote a while ago. I'll put that in, and you can see that that's uploading. Once that's done, click on done, and you can see that's now appeared in your area, your assignments area. Very important that the next step's done, otherwise your teacher won't see this. You need to click the Turn In tab, which is here, and you can see a graphic image that tells you that that's been done, and it tells you that the work's turned in with the date and the time. Right, we're going to go back to the team, and we're going to look at how we now access lessons. So we are following the school timetable as normal. We are expected to have the exact same behavioural standards as normal. When you access a lesson, you need to be on mute, and we use the chat function to raise hands if we have a question. Okay, so the normal school policies apply in every instance. You are following your normal timetable. So for example, if at 9:40 in the morning you have science, you would go into your science team. If period 2 you have English, you would go into and be logged in and expected to be logged in to your English team. A register will be taken as normal, and the lesson will commence as normal. Okay. In order to do that, your teacher will facilitate that in their team, and at the usual time they will click on their Meet function here, which brings up a video box. This is what you'll see on your screen. Again, very important that you are muted at this point. The lessons will be recorded, and they'll be stored in the Teams area for use later on. The teacher will press the Meet Now function, and then the lesson will commence as usual. Register taken and full timetable followed. Okay, so that's the instructions on how to use Teams in the event of school closure, and this will be stored, and you can watch this at a further point as well, just to remind yourself of the school expectations. Thank you.